Hello, and welcome to Squid Pro Quo, a Squid Game podcast where there are only 3 rules. 1, a player is not allowed to stop podcasting. 2, a player who refuses the podcast will be eliminated. And 3, the podcast will be terminated if the majority agrees. I'm Sean.
And I'm Mike, and if you didn't hold up the 3 fingers while he went through those rules, you're not a real one. But
you are eliminated.
You're eliminated. That was a secret rule we threw in there. It's time for the challenge, season 2, Sean. I'm so excited.
I'm so excited. There is a little bit in my heart right now that this feels kind of bittersweet because I feel like we've had kind of a run on this podcast over the last year because we got season 2 of the show, of the actual show, at the end of last year. Over the summer, we got season 3, and now we're getting the challenge season 2. So we've got like these 3 things like really close back to back, and I'm pretty hesitant to say that'll happen again. So I'm like, after we do this, we gotta wait again for more Squid Game.
That's true. That's true. We have had quite a run here, but you know, I think what we've proven our podcast journey together has gone boo is Not only can we do Squid Game and BoJack Horseman, we could do whatever we wanted, right? And so while the Squid Game might pause after this season, there is a season 3, right? They said there's going to be a season 3.
They said there's a season 3. There's the American show at some point, you know?
Yep.
Like, there's more Squid Game content. You know, I think you and we could survive anything. I think we could survive the nuclear apocalypse. Possibly. I think you and I could find ourselves in a post-apocalyptic wasteland and we'd be fine, you know? Maybe after some sort of massive fallout.
Yeah, maybe. Jesus. Okay. So before we hop into the challenge, I actually have an email that was requested of me to read when the subject says, read at start of Squid Game The Challenge Season 2 coverage. Okay. And it says, and I'm not going to tell you who it is on purpose until the end. Okay. It says, I would pretend to drop the baby on accident so I could save some face. If I know what the game is ahead of time, I'm finding a blind spot from the cameras in the dorms and practicing dropping the baby to make sure it comes off as believable. Authenticity is everything. And that is from our good friend, Regular Pat. Oh, boy. Thank you, Pat.
We're so fucking back.
We're so back. This episode, Sean, of Squid Game The Challenge Season 2 is titled 6 Legs, which when I immediately read that when viewing the episode today, I got very excited because the best part of Squid Game Season 2 and 3 is the 6 Legs game, in my opinion.
I don't know if that's my favorite part, but it was definitely a good part. It's my
favorite. It's my favorite. I had a lot of fun with that one. So I was pretty excited. 456 new players enter the competition. They quickly learn why every second will count. A nerve-wracking pentathlon whittles down the field. And this episode released, Sean, on Tuesday, November 4th, 2025. And, you know, we do a thing on this show where we talk about what happened on the day it was released.
On this show?
Yeah, on this show we do this. And let me check my notes here to see what... Ooh. Maybe we don't talk about that one. Anyway, let's get into the episode, Sean.
Oh boy. Man.
Dick
okay,
Cheney
so what
died.
did you? Oh man.
Oh man. We're on one today.
We're raring to go. What were your overall thoughts on season 2, episode 1 of Squid Game: The Challenge? Are we so back? Is this a mistake?
I think we're so back.
I think we're so fucking back too. I'm so glad because I went to the Reddit after I watched the episode. I kind of wanted to see what the conversation was.
Oh, well, that was a mistake.
people were really negative about aspects of this episode that I get, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't know, man. I had a really good time with this first episode.
Yeah, No, go ahead.
I think that immediately, there aren't as many characters that I'm like there's no Lorenzo right off the bat, but in a way that might work to the show's favor, because one of the things about the first season that wasn't like frustrating, but we at least noticed and noted, was that a lot of the like really strong characters of the first season that we were introduced to early on by the nature of the game were not around by the end.
Yeah, by the end of season 1, everybody was like holding hands and hugging, and they kind of start off that way in this one. There's not really, I mean, we'll get into it, but even like the guy who's given the secret mission is kind of a pansy about it. You know what I mean? Full disclosure, I watched this with Tara because she was somewhat interested, and I said, hey, let's watch this. And we were both just like, just pick 3 people, you wuss, you know? But yeah, I mean, I don't think we need to go. This isn't like we haven't done this show in a while, but it's not like the typical Squid Game or BoJack where we need to go like scene by scene. But one thing I noticed right off the bat, Sean, is they've definitely upped the production value of this show
in places. But what it leads to is what a lot of what I like to call loading screens featuring the front man. Yes.
Like they're just like screens of him just walking through shadowy places, or like sitting down enjoying a beverage with his little jazz diorama. And there's just a lot of like, that's like the interstitial things to like cut between. And sometimes it seems so unnecessary. And they do it, you know, that's how the real Squid Game works, right? But that's like a television show that like has a real script and isn't like played as a contest in a way. So it's like, I don't know. They're trying to make it more like the show, which I appreciate in some ways, but in some ways I'm kind of like, man, I don't need to see the front man for the 6th time this episode sitting in that chair, you know?
Yeah. So you're right. We don't need to go scene by scene. I actually have my notes kind of broken up into sections of the opening, the test, the mission, and then game 1. So I think that might be a good way to go through this. Those are kind of the 4 major things that happen here. And in terms of the opening, you know, you bring up the front man, you bring up that we see him constantly throughout the episode. And I have a question for you.
Okay.
Do you think they're going to do some front man reveal by the end of the season? Not saying that like there's somebody in the suit every time we see him, but do you think at some point, like front man will come out towards the end of the season and take the mask off, and it'll be like one of the actors from the show, or it'll be like one of the contestants from last season. Like, or do you think they're going to try to do something
like,
with...
He's just like, what am I doing here? Hey, you know, like, what is this? You know, they kidnapped him maybe.
He takes off the mask and he starts to do the thing he does in Jurassic World with the velociraptors, where he's just holding his hands. Whoa. Yeah. But do you, because that was immediately my thought when they just kept showing frontman. I was like, there's going to be fucking somebody under that mask at some point.
I don't think so, because I don't think the reveal could pay off that. Like, whoever it is, okay. One thing that I thought about while watching this that will relate to this is like, I feel like 80% of the people in this contest don't watch Squid Game.
Yep.
Right? And so if they like reveal the front man's actor, his name escapes me right now, it's like they're not going to give a shit. I will tell you, one of the twins, I don't remember which one, definitely watches the show because he trained himself on how to play fucking Korean jacks or whatever it's called.
Yeah,
like brother was like, I've been practicing. So like, that's really smart, because it's like, when you think about it, of course they're going to try to use games from the show, right? So yeah, you better train yourself on how to play that game correctly. And one of the contestants definitely did not do that. So
yeah.
but Yeah, so I don't think the reveal would be worth it to any. Maybe the people sitting at home would be excited about it, but like if you're gonna do that reveal to these people, you want it to be like a big deal. And maybe there's only like 2 people left when they do it, I guess. But I don't know. What my thought was, Sean, and we'll get to this too. But when they allowed the twin to come back into the game, and I was like, oh, and they were like, with a cost. I was like, he's gonna be the mole. Like I thought it was gonna be more of a long play, right?
Not like. This like you have 1 hour to do a thing type thing.
Right. I thought it was going to be more of a long play, like they like kind of the front man hiding in season 2 of Squid Game, right? I thought it was going to be one of those, and he was like, it was because to me that like I don't know how they would do it because it's still a competition technically, right? But like him having to hide that from his brother, I thought was a pretty compelling idea, right? And then instead he immediately goes and tells his brother, I go, oh, it's not what I think it is.
No. Well, and so. That's where, like, I guess I'm not a reality TV show guy outside of this show. So I don't know. But I guess one of the things I was kind of surprised about in this episode is I thought there'd be, and maybe this doesn't work with the idea of the show, but I for sure thought there was going to be a returning person from season 1. Like, and maybe they show up later on.
I've played these games before.
Yeah. Like, because here's the thing, it also works really well with the idea of the first season. But by the conceit of the show, it would have to be Mai, because like everybody else is quote unquote dead, you know?
Yeah,
like,
it should have been Mai.
What if Mai is the front man in this? What if in the final game the front man comes out to referee the final game and the mask comes off and it's Mai?
I still think it's kind of a wet fart of a reveal, and also Mai just doesn't have the body frame of the front man, so it would be really obvious.
I mean, that's why I'm saying, like, I know that in this, it's not actually somebody we're going to see. I'm saying in the moment when it's going to be somebody that we would see, that's when they're actually in the costume.
But I mean, I don't actually know how tall Mai is, but like in the moment, it's just like this 5'5" person that's not the frame of the front man in the suit. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I'm just
fairly
saying,
obvious.
Netflix, hire me. I've got ideas.
Ted Sarandos, get
Ted
this guy
Sarandos.
on the phone.
I have some opening.
You don't
quotes.
need David Fincher for American Squid Game.
You
need Sean.
You don't. You need me. I have some opening quotes here that I think. I don't even know who said them because it was so early in the episode, but.
Are you going to talk about the death smiling at all this?
that is one of the quotes I have.
I think it's the dad that says it. I think it's the dad. I think he says, death is smiling at all of us but one, but all you can really do is smile back. It's like, this guy's unhinged. What are we talking about here? No one's actually dying.
We've got, so there's one, somebody says there's no line that that I wouldn't be willing to cross, or there's no line that I wouldn't be willing to cross.
Hell yeah, I love that.
So, okay. And there was another line that somebody was just like, betrayal could win you $4.56 million. And so this was kind of one of our wet fart things with the last season, was like everybody started being like, we're going to play this super fairly at the end. So my big hope for this season is we get some people in episode 8 and episode 7 who are like, I'm going to fuck over every single one of you, and I'm going to burn this fucking place to the ground.
So I think I'm torn because I want there to be some cutthroatness, but I also want everybody to play the game fairly. Like when the last season, when what's her face just wouldn't jump on the bridge when they all agreed
that was
to do
annoying.
It that way.
That was annoying.
That drove me nuts. But to me, that's not being cutthroat. That's just like you lied. You just straight up lied and like said you were gonna do something and then you didn't do it. Right. My
problem with that more though wasn't that she did that. It was the way everybody reacted to it afterwards.
Right. Everybody really didn't blame her at all. And I do understand that these reality shows are shot to make us feel a certain way.
Very successfully. There's a few moments in this episode in particular I'm going to be calling out that are just some very good editing.
But yeah, I want people to be a little more cutthroat. If here's my, I'm just going to pitch this right now because I'll probably forget about it. But if this season isn't like competitive in that way towards the end, my pitch for season 3 is they just pull actual prisoners out of prison. And And if you win, you don't get the money, but you get to just be free of prison. And then we'll see some cutthroat action.
I feel like you just recreated a Stephen King novel. I don't.
Is that a Stephen King novel?
I don't think so, but it should be.
Wait,
it feels like a Stephen King novel.
What if I told you my story doesn't have a weird child orgy in the middle of it? Then it's less Stephen King, right?
Yeah,
because I don't want it to be Stephen King.
You don't want it to be Stephen King?
That guy's a weirdo.
Okay. Everybody should go see The Long Walk. It's the best movie that's come out this year. It's really good. Anyways.
Is that Stephen King?
It's an adaptation of a Stephen King book, yeah.
Okay.
I read the book right before I went and saw the movie. Both are excellent.
Okay.
So
this has been Sean's book corner.
My book corner. There's at one point, I don't know if you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about, but at one point, somebody was like walking into the room and I went, is that Woody Harrelson?
Yeah, I do know what you're talking about, actually. I thought that too. I thought it was Woody. That's what they should do, is you know how they do those, like, they spoof it on SNL with Adam Driver and he's like Kylo Ren undercover on
yes.
Yeah. But like they do, like I saw this one where Jared Goff, the quarterback of the Detroit Lions in the NFL, went to like a D2 college and like put a wig on and then like he's like, hey, I brought this guy in who wants to transfer here. And like he outplayed all their quarterbacks in spring training and stuff and was like being an asshole to them. And then they revealed at the end, hey, this was Jared Goff the whole time, right?
Yeah.
They should put a celebrity in this game.
Yeah, they should put
and
Gihan
disguise
in the
them and then have them just be a complete asshole. Hey, Ted Sarandos, call me. I got ideas. Okay.
Another kind of overarching question that I had pretty much immediately in the it's, by the way, in case anybody's wondering, it's 198 is the one that I think looks a lot like.
Yes.
Strangely, like, in fact, I have a notes document with characters list. I'm gonna 198 quote Woody Harrelson. How do you spell Woody Harrelson's last name?
I don't think that's right. I think it's LLSON.
One R maybe? Harrelson?
No, it's 2 R's.
Oh.
It's 2 R's. 2 R's, 2 L's, I think. Yeah, that's probably not right either. I don't know.
I'm just gonna actor.
Yeah. Woody Harrelson, actor.
I think that's him. So one of the things I noted towards the beginning as everybody's coming in, it feels like they watched season 1 and were like, the family member dynamic is fucking genius. Because there's so many goddamn families.
Yeah, there's 2 sets of twins. There's a dad and his daughter. There's another brother and sister.
Yeah. There's like
I think that's it that they've showed us.
Yeah. Although I guess one of the sets of twins got eliminated like immediately.
Right. Right. Which we'll get to.
And
there's a guy with an eye patch I just noticed.
Oh, I've not noticed. Well,
wait a minute. Am I being pranked? I'm
watching the beginning. He might be gone by,
Yeah, I don't know, but I just happened to pause when the 2 twins decide they're going to take the leadership roles.
Okay.
There's just a still of this guy, and he's got an eye patch. Like a pirate-ass eye patch.
Now, I wonder if they
He's number 436, I think.
Do they once again have... Oh, you're saying 436?
Yeah, I think that's his number.
This player list from Netflix is way worse than season 1. Season 1's was way cooler. 430. He's got an eye patch. You're right.
Yeah. What the hell?
His name's Dylan. He's 45. He's a business consultant. He's a Sagittarius.
Okay.
And in his about section, it says, quote, I survived an accident that landed me in ICU. Things took a turn for the worst, and doctors told my family to basically prepare to say goodbye. I grabbed life by the horns after and have made the best of every day since.
Wow, what a badass. I hope he made it. I'm going to look for him now. I'm going into the part where they're separated into the rooms. Yeah, I'm going to look for him in one of the rooms.
Yeah, so previously, like last season, they had like this really cool, like, when they show the board and they show everybody's faces on it.
Mm-hmm.
And then they like they'll like X out the people that failed or whatever. last season they had like that on a website, and you could like click on people's faces to find out more about them. Now it's just a list 1 through 456.
Oh, that's lame. Come on, Netflix.
It's not as cool.
Come on, Sarandos.
But I have that up now in case you ever want to know something about a character, or character. These are
a person.
Yeah, if you want to know anything about a character, person, whatever, I can look at that. My last question about the opening, I don't remember if they did this in the first season. I feel like they were showing me way too many games in the opening.
So, okay, here's I actually think it's quite brilliant because you need a game that eliminates a lot of people, right? You can't you're not going to put like 400 beds in this room, okay?
Okay, so before I'm talking specifically when they're flashing through the games that are coming up.
Oh, I apologize. I thought you meant in general that there were too many games in this episode.
No, we can talk about that because that is a complaint I've seen, but I'm still here specifically talking about like the opening montage of what games are coming up.
Yeah, I guess, I watched the trailer too beforehand, and I was like, oh, they showed quite a few games, but I don't know that matters to me.
Yeah,
personally.
Probably.
I get someone being like, oh, I'm spoiled, but I don't know. I wasn't too worried about that.
Okay. We can move into test number 1 here. So this, to kind of jump back into what you were just saying, this is something that I did see complaints about, is there were a lot of people that were really pissed off that the show essentially started with a game that would eliminate half of the players at the whim of like 4 people.
Were these same people pissed off at red light, green light, or?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's not at the whim of 4 people, but like half the player base gets eliminated in red light, green light, right?
Yeah. And I think what you started to say about needing to get rid of half the players, like, I think that makes sense.
Yeah, they needed to, right?
And I don't think you can do red light, green light again for multiple reasons.
Right.
First of all, yeah, go ahead.
Here's the thing. So when they're developing this game, I don't know if season 3 is out yet when they're developing this game or not. I don't know, right? Probably not, would be my guess. So they go, hey, what was the most like popular buzzworthy game of the show in season 2? And it was a 6-legged race, right? Because the Silent Night like hide and seek game that was in season 3 technically, right? So they go, we want to do this game first. We want the first episode to be this, right?
Yeah.
And then how can we do that? You can't have 456 people play that game. That's just too many people. So I think they go, well, let's do 2 games in this episode to whittle it down. And I think it's really smart. I actually really enjoyed that they got to that. I think in season 1, and I haven't seen it in a while, but I remember being like, hey, let's get to this, man. What are we doing here? Especially early on. And I don't think this had that problem at all. It was like, hey, let's get to the drama right away.
Yeah, it gets right into it.
And just I know if you're listening to this podcast, you probably watched it, but just, to clarify everything, what happens is they ask for 2 volunteers. 2 identical twins decide, hey, we're going to be the 2 volunteers. They split everybody down the middle, take them into separate rooms. And then what they're asked to do is when the timer starts, they need to count to 456 and have the leader hit the button. And the team that's closer wins. The team that's not as close, all of them get eliminated. So that's the stakes, right? Yeah. And so they have 1 team in the dorms and 1 team in the white room. And so the team in the dorms, it's chaos to start, right? Like the guy's standing in the middle, one of the twins in each room, and they're being yelled at, do this, do this, do this, do this, right? And I said to Tara, I was like, if this were me, I would just say, all of you shut the fuck up. I'm going to count to 456.
Yeah.
Right? Because that's how I'm confident in that, right?
Yeah.
But they clearly don't want to do that. So they both deploy different strategies at the behest of other people, right? Yeah. The white room, they find a musician They go, he's a musician. And in my head, I'm like, that doesn't mean he's a good musician. That doesn't mean he can keep time. You know what I mean? Like, he's not a successful musician because he's in these games trying to win millions of dollars. You know. So I'm like, okay. But they decide to go.
It's really great. Just really quickly, I want to stay on the musician for a second because it's really fucking funny the way this is framed throughout the rest of this bit. Because they're like, this guy's a musician. He can count. And so you'd think like, okay, this musician is going to stand there and count by himself, right? No, there's like 5 people or 4 people with the musician, and they're having like a jam session together. They're like dancing while they're counting. Like,
yeah, they look like one of those a cappella groups.
They do.
Like, where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Like that shit, dude. That's what they look like when they're sitting there counting. It's real crazy. But that might have been the smarter strategy because in the dorms, they find this nurse lady, Ida, 205, who's and they're saying, hey, she performs CPR on people, so she can keep count.
Mm-hmm. She can at least keep rhythm.
Sean, have you ever performed CPR on anybody?
I've never performed it on somebody. I've done the.
Are you CPR certified?
Not certified, but you know, in school they like make you do the fucking like, right. Here you go. This is how you do it. Yeah.
I am CPR certified.
Okay. I that makes sense with your
And I'll tell you that they don't tell you to like do CPR in a straight count. It's there's that scene from The Office where because they say, hey, use the BPM of Staying Alive by the Bee Gees. Yeah. And then Michael Scott goes, first I was afraid. I was petrified because he fixed the wrong song, right? Yeah. Staying Alive is I don't think that's like a 1-to-1 counting. No. Like that's not 60 seconds of time in 60 seconds, right? So I have a flaw with that. Also, I don't know how often, I don't know what kind of nurse she is, but I don't know how often nurses are performing CPR.
Yeah. So here's my thing on this is because it comes down to, so at the end of this, it's, you know, the musician is off by, I want to say 2 seconds.
2 seconds.
And she's off by 12 seconds.
Because she starts counting 10 seconds late.
Exactly. Yes. So like, I don't know that. So I don't know that her actual method is wrong.
No. Here's the thing though. Here's what I was going to say. On top of all of this harebrained scheme, she also just seems wildly incompetent. Like she just seems really dumb and not very good at anything. And so you're putting your faith in this one person. So if I'm not going to do it myself, Sean, I'm going to like come up with multiple contingencies. Like I'm going to come up with you know, like, so that way when she starts counting 10 seconds, because he knew she started counting late. He didn't know how late.
Yeah.
But like, then you go, okay, she fucked up, so at least I got this person. And you don't, maybe you don't tell the nurse that you have another backup, right?
Yeah.
You know, but like, what are we doing here?
It's really, they don't do a good job with this. This is a better situation though, than red light, green light in terms of like, I'm sure they're not going to get sued as much for the conditions here as they were in red light, green light. Because that's what I was going to say was like, you know, you can't do red light, green light, A, because you've already done it, but B, because we saw how red light, green light ended up. And the answer wasn't good. You know, like it's an entertaining bit of television, but they got in a lot of trouble for the scenario. Well, I don't know if they got in a lot of trouble. There was a lot of discussion about the scenarios around
really
red light, green
hear
light.
any of that with this one, right?
Yeah, no, I didn't hear anything about that. And I think you see the scenario that they used to get rid of half of the cast, and it's like, okay, this seems like it's probably a dare I say, more humane way to eliminate half of these people.
So that one thing I wanted to point out before they started counting is once they decide they're going to go with the nurse, she goes, hey, y'all, we're counting for all y'all. So if we don't make it, don't blame me. And everybody's like, I have it framed on number 31 here, and his jaws dropped, and he's like, "Oh no, like we're gonna lose." And I was like, "No, stay confident." But she's like, "Don't blame me if we lose." It's like, why are you the person in charge of this?
They say, I think I wrote down on that, like in that moment, these bitches are gonna get me killed. Like,
crazy.
That's insane. I have a pitch for this game that's really, they probably would get in trouble for this because it would take way longer. But I was thinking when the two went up, there was a part of me that was like, because they say, okay, you know, 2 people volunteer and then the rest of you split evenly. I was thinking if they didn't split evenly, the 2 people that went up were going to get eliminated. And they were just going to keep doing it until they split evenly.
Right.
Because you could probably eliminate half the people before you actually get an even split.
That's true.
Somebody at one point says before it starts, we're going to win this with faith and belief in each other. And I just wrote next to it, I hope they lose.
Yeah. And I think they did, actually. I think it was that group.
They did. I think they did.
So 12 seconds go by. And the woman goes, ready? And starts counting. And the woman next to her is like, okay. But like, they're so committed that that's their only option that they know it's wrong and there's nothing they can do.
He's like, what do you mean you just started counting?
Yeah. And she's just like, okay, we'll just roll with this. And it's like, no, you fucked up. It's over. You might as well guess at this point.
Oh my God. They do. This is one of the moments where the editing is really fucking funny to me because there's multiple times where, so I guess what they were doing, and it seems like both teams were doing this, is they weren't counting to 456. They were counting to 100 4.5 times pretty much. Because there's times throughout where it's showing the actual count and
right, it will say like 207 on the screen, and she's like 1, 2.
she's like, I'm like, is she? At one point, I wrote, is she off by fucking 150 seconds?
What's also insane about this, rewatching it right now, talking to you, is she's like standing there, and she has her arms and hands in like a CPR style thing, but she's just kind of like moving her hand up and down, which again, that is not how you do CPR. Like, that's not, I don't understand how the CPR is helping her. Like, I don't get why they thought this was a good idea. I think the musician thing is pretty harebrained too, but clearly one team won and one team didn't. And I just.
Okay, but did you see that guy's hair?
Yeah, Mike the musician, I want to know what he plays.
Yeah.
I'm not confident that he's good. So at one point, the team in the dorm is like, hey, yo, twin leader, she is slow. And he's like, 100? And she's and they're like, yeah. And then he does nothing.
Well, it worked out for him.
To that point as well, the woman that was standing next to her has now sat down because she knows that this is not happening for them. She's just giving up. She's just having a seat.
Do you think there's anybody, because I'm looking, right? I'm looking at this wide shot. Do you think there's anybody that goes to the beds just so they can like say that they were up there because they're like, we're about to lose. I might as well like go so I could be like, hey guys, look, that's me, you know, like I got to be up there for 5 seconds. How pissed would you be? How fucking pissed would you be if you fucking go in this room and you lose because they couldn't count? I'd be so fucking mad, dude.
At one point, I would be so mad too. But at one point, this like guy gets up and starts crawling around, and he's got like tattoos all over his head, and everybody's like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" Yeah. And then one guy's like, "Sit the fuck down!" And it's like, what was that guy doing? He was like crawling around on the ground like a gremlin.
Can I tell you the actual part that I would have crashed the fuck out at if I'm in that room? So everybody's things are going off. They're getting inked, right? And they're like they're panning around the room as people are getting inked. And I'm noticing the dude on the button is not getting inked. And this is when I go, oh, he's going to get to survive.
Right.
If I'm one of the people that gets fucking inked and I'm laying there and that motherfucker doesn't get inked, I'm getting up and I'm swinging.
Yeah.
You need to have security in the room because
right. But the thing is, like, you could have chosen to volunteer, man.
No, absolutely. Like, I get why they do it. I'm just saying, if I'm in the moment and I just lost a chance at $4.56 million because some motherfucker can't count, and then they go, yeah, but that guy gets to stay. I'm like, I'll kill that guy if I get the spot right now, you know?
Yeah, I'm just glad that at this point 205 gets eliminated because I think she's just an absolute dunce, and they never should have put their faith in her. It's tough because it's like you don't know anybody, right? So you're just gonna try to like take someone's best word for it, but it's like, when she turns to everybody and goes, "Don't get mad at me if we don't do it," I'm like, all right, we're changing our plan. We're absolutely changing our plan. We're not doing this.
Hey, can we have 5 more minutes? We can move on to the mission, the secret mission that's happening. And so, it's number 431 gets to survive the room because he volunteered, and we find out that he is sent back in with a secret mission, which is that if he picks 3 people out and he needs to go up to them and say their number and say good luck in the games, if he picks 3 people, then he can stay back in. And I believe they say that if he does not pick 3 people, then both him and his brother get eliminated.
Yes, they both get eliminated. So he tells him.
Yeah. On a quick broad level, I want to bring up, because this is a section of the episode where everybody's kind of lost their jackets and they're all walking around in their shirts. And one of the things that I wanted to bring up in terms of production, just production levels and visuals and stuff, I don't remember this from the first season. I feel like everybody's ink packs are way more visible beneath their shirts in this season.
And they also instead of putting their lapel mics, but instead of clipping them to their clothing, they're just kind of wrapped around them like necklaces.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're definitely more apparent. I don't think they're trying to hide them at this point, because why would they? That's clearly fake, right? It's just for the aesthetic. But
it just there were a few times where I'm like, what the fuck is going on with that dude's back? And then I go, oh, okay.
Yeah. I agree.
There's a bit when they're going in and everybody's there, and I don't remember who says it, but somebody just goes, "This is our home!" This is our home!
So, I don't know, I was going to say this, I don't know if they have coached them to be more dramatic in general.
Yeah.
But it really feels like, there was someone crying at the end of the test. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like, what are we doing? Why are we crying already? So I feel like there's a lot more drama, just fabricated drama from the contestants this year.
Well, it's interesting because I feel like if you remember in season 1 when they did the Dalgona game, everybody was talking about the one dude who, bless his heart, fucking lost it during that episode. You remember who I'm talking about? Yeah. And I feel like there's quite a few people in this episode that maybe not to that level, but have a similar reaction, to the point where there's a few parts in my notes where I'm just like, ooh, I just kind of feel really bad right now. Like, I don't know if I want to watch this. This is really sad.
You're talking about the guy who ended up with everybody getting the umbrella cookie, right?
That guy
was like shitting his pants. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've got some just general notes. We could talk. Kind of background for Jacob and Raul, who are the twins, who are, it just says content creator for both of them.
Yeah. Dude.
Appreciate the hustle. And we found out that Jacob had a benign brain tumor.
He had a seizure at one point, and then they found out it was benign, and he got it removed. But just a little backstory for them.
Little bit of backstory for him. Yeah,
they go around at this point, Sean, and start to get to know people, because they want to really feel good about their choice.
Yeah. I just want to start with, they're fucking awful at this, because
they are.
Fucking Raul comes back from the dead. And he goes up to Jacob and he goes, just act normal. It's like, what?
Multiple times, and maybe it's like ADR or something, but multiple times they say stuff like, let's just go do this. And there's like people within earshot.
He's like, just smile and laugh. And I'm like, why are you saying it like that? He's like, I came back with a mission. I was like, I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up. But yeah, go ahead.
So they talked to player 107, and what they're doing is they're going, hey, let's ask people what they do with the money, and if they give an honorable answer, we won't eliminate them, but if they give a not honorable answer, and she happens to go, hey, I would get a yacht and party with my friends, and then I donate some money to charity, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But they do this in order to mark them, they have to say, hey, player 107, good luck in the game. That's how they mark them, right? But they are the biggest idiots about it. Because, Sean, say I'm talking to you in this, right?
Yeah.
And you and I have a conversation. I'm just like, hey, what would you do with the money? And you're like, oh, I would, buy my parents a house. And you're saying all these nice things. But I'm like, you know what? I'm still going to eliminate this guy anyway. I walk away. And then I come back to you later and go, hey, player 107, good luck in the game, buddy. You would be like, what the fuck?
Well,
right?
the worst part about it is a couple times they go like, they talk to somebody and they're like, they leave and they come like, so you imagine we're having this conversation, or I'm having this conversation with you, okay? And then you like leave and then you come back with Jason.
Yeah.
And like now there's two of you and you guys are both like kind of staring me down and I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, like, dude, they're
her face when he says like, hey, 107, good luck in the games. Dude, she knows she's fucked immediately. Right. Her face is so fucking funny.
This feels like the most edited part of the episode. Like, I feel like a lot of things are probably out of order. But if they didn't do it this stupidly, then they should sue the production company for slander. Because they made them out to be really fucking dumb. Like, they're just really bad at playing this kind of social game. And, like, at no point do they look clever. Like, no. At no point do they do what I would consider to be the right thing. And it's like, also, like, if they're trying to feel good about it, right? Like, they want to feel good about who they eliminate. And this girl says, I want to party. Like,
yeah.
And you're mad at her about it? Like, what?
Yeah.
What the hell? Like, you're not going to look good from that. What you should do, and what I would have done, is find who I think were the biggest, scariest, most athletic people in the game.
Don't even talk to them. Just go up to them and say,
just go up to them and be like, hey, player 99, good luck in the game, man.
Yeah.
And then walk away. Like, whatever,
Yeah.
It's just, oh man, it's just fumbled by these two. And I want to like them because they seem like nice blokes because, they're British and all.
Yeah.
But
blokes.
Also,
they're Bristol.
431 Raul talks to Star Wars guy for way too long.
Can we save Star Wars guy?
And decides not to eliminate him.
Can we save Star Wars guy? I want to really quickly. I just really quickly want to bring up. So the other two that get out besides 107 is 285 and 286, who are identical twins, and I have to assume that is the only reason that they got rid of them.
Yeah, they said, hey, they're twins too. There can only be one set of twins. We got to do this.
Yeah. It's Highlander. There can only be one.
Well, it's made to seem that they're also targeting the daughter and father.
Yes, yes. And I wanted to bring that up as later. That's another really good editing bait and switch.
Yeah, because I don't think I think they mentioned them once, but I don't think they actually were considering that. I think they just,
No. It's also very funny because immediately after everybody is out, everybody like immediately starts clocking 431 as like this dude was fucking. I do want to quickly talk about some of the other characters that we meet during this section when they're walking around. I do want to start with the dad and daughter. I have thoughts. What do you think about the dad and daughter?
I'm sorry. What does that mean?
I think one of them is too good, and the other seems they seem like they're an anchor dragging down the ship.
Oh, so you think that Zoe is successful and Kurt is like bringing him down?
I was gonna say the exact opposite. I was really mad at Zoe the entire episode. I don't like Zoe. I was like, this she kept sweet being like, man.
Dad, stop talking to people.
Yeah. Also, she's like I was so fucking mad. I was like, dude, that dad is so fucking sweet. We learn later on that like towards the end of the episode, we learned that before him and his wife had Zoe, they had a son named Colin
which, oh my God, since we're talking about that scene now, dude, the poor woman that just goes, hey, why'd you name your daughter Zoe? That's like a Greek name. And he goes, yeah, I had a kid that died. It's like, oh my God.
I was gonna say, it's a good moment. It's like beautiful, named her Zoe because it means life. He's getting choked up. He's clearly a loving father. I do have to say, he clearly does have a favorite, and her name is Zoe.
Yeah.
Like it's just it's this guy is so sweet, and the entire episode, this bitch is running around the fucking place going like, oh my God, my dad is so fucking embarrassing. He loves me. Oh my God, what a fucking loser. And I just I hate her. I really don't like her. I think he could have a way better daughter.
Yeah, man, just like I just feel bad for the woman that spoke to him though, because it's like this is a very innocent question, and it's the true answer, right? And it's the answer. Sure, speak your truth, but what a fucking bummer answer! Like that, this girl was just trying to like calm you down because you're nervous about your daughter getting eliminated, and she's like, he starts crying, and it's like, oh, this is so awkward. Like it's sweet, but it's so awkward, you know?
Yeah, it's rough. Well, it's just like when she's with the other like women and they're like all kind of sitting together and stuff. Like she's even like talking shit about him, and the women around him or her are like, I don't know, he seems nice, you know? Like,
yeah, I mean, listen, I agree that that she was being a little negative about her dad.
Yeah,
but I kind of forgot about all that because we meet Sydney in a little bit, who is maybe the worst human being that's ever existed on the earth.
Yeah.
And so to me, Zoe's like an angel compared to Sydney.
Zoe isn't as bad as Sydney for sure, but also
or Star
we talk
Wars
about
guy.
Sydney. No, okay, look. Look, all right, let's talk about number 100. His name is Mark. He's a customer service representative, and he kind of stole my heart in this episode, okay?
Of course he did.
Why would you say that, Mike?
Tara and I were like, fucking eliminate Star Wars guy immediately. Get him out of here. He wants to have a Star Wars wedding.
Okay, that was
like Tara likes Star Wars, and she was even like, get this guy out of here.
All right, so that was pretty cringe right off the bat. But then he talks about like, give my parents money, set everything up. Like the way he explains it afterwards, where he's like, we're going to use whatever's left over to do the Star Wars wedding, I was like, okay, that makes more sense.
Also,
I don't know, dude. I'm just saying, I as a Star Wars fan, I'm just saying, like, let bro live, unless in the next few episodes he gets weird, and then I never said any of this.
What Star Wars take would he have to make you not want him there?
I really just hope that he never ever mentions the sequels for the whole season. Just stay away from it. Just stay away from the sequels.
What if he starts quoting them and he's like, somehow player 431 has returned?
Okay, so here's the thing. I thought that you were going to like Mark because we can move on a little bit here into game 1 as game 1 is getting started, which is the 6-legged pentathlon. He goes, it's on like Donkey Kong Country 64.
Oh, why would I like that, Sean? Donkey Kong Country 64 is not a fucking game. Donkey Kong 64 is a game. Donkey Kong Country is a game. Donkey Kong Country 64 is not a game. This guy is a fucking idiot. Okay? He's a Star Wars idiot. He probably loves Jar Jar Binks. He probably, you know how big of a Star Wars idiot he is? He probably claps when Ben Quadraneros fucking stalls out at the fucking starting line, okay?
Oh my God.
Like, he's just not someone I want to hang out with. All right?
I think it was the first time I've heard somebody bring up Donkey Kong outside of when I'm talking to you.
Yeah, well, he did it wrong. He did it wrong. So yeah, so they eliminate the 3 people they eliminate, and it's shocking, and then they think they're home scot-free, but like pretty much everybody suspects them, it seems like.
Yeah.
But the next game is six-legged race, and so they don't tell them that, but they tell them to divide into groups of 10. And we meet another brother and sister combo.
283 and 72.
Yes, Perla, and they don't give us...
His name is 283, right? I can find
Yeah,
him.
they don't give us his name for some reason.
I can find
But they
him.
decide to not be in the same group of 10, which... What?
His name is Jeffrey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good job. Way to use the website.
Yep.
But they decide to split up, which actually turns out to be a smart thing because it's possible they could have gotten split on different teams. I would assume that they'd walk in together, so probably not. But it's around this time we meet the worst person in the world, Sydney, who's a makeup artist, who just goes on and on about how spoiled she is. But it didn't make her a bad person. She's wearing, it looks like she skinned the Lorax.
That's what I was thinking.
For her jacket. And then she's got like her mouth, like everything about her is annoying. The way she speaks, the facial expression she makes. She has a lightning bolt tattoo on her wrist, and it's like, okay.
There are more than one lightning bolt tattoos in this, by the way. It's kind of weird.
Yeah. Maybe that's like the mark and how they got into the show. You have to have a lightning bolt tattoo. And so she's in the group with the twins, believe it or not. And they bring in the first 10, and they kind of shoot this with the same structure as they did in the actual show, where they kind of show the first run of the game and then give us a montage of everybody in between, right? And the first run of the game is the twins team, and they get split up, and thankfully Sydney's on the other side because they just kind of split you right down the middle. They choose what 5 are on each team. They're playing 5 games here. There's ball and cup. There's what's it called? Jogi? What's it called?
I that sounds right, but I don't remember.
It's like basically Korean like jacks, and then they have Jegi is the hacky sack one with the ribbon.
It's Ganji.
Ganji, thank you, Ganji.
Yeah.
There's also the rock throw from the episode, and then they have to build a house of cards. I don't remember. Those aren't exactly what the games were in the show, but I don't remember what the other ones were. Like the house of cards and the ball and cup weren't the same. I don't remember what they were in the show.
I don't remember what they are. They also got rid of the time limit.
Yes. Yes. It's just 1v1, whatever team wins. The flying stone is the worst one because if you miss, you have to go get the fucking stone.
Yeah, no, it's I think if I missed with the stone, I think I would just have a nervous breakdown.
Yeah.
Like by the way, Sydney, I don't know if you know you've been promoted meme. Like, congratulations, you are my top employee. Have you ever seen that meme?
No, I don't know what that is.
Okay. Well, the Sydney reminds me of this fucking you have been promoted. It's a
wait a minute.
You're one of my elite employees.
Hold on a second here.
Yeah.
One of the twins has a lightning bolt tattoo on his wrist.
I know, that's what I said. I was saying there's more than one.
Like, in the same spot, but on a different arm. What the hell?
Okay, hang on. This
is a conspiracy.
I don't know if it's that. This is the lady.
I feel like Tim Robinson in the Share Company.
Oh, you do? Good show, by the way.
Yeah.
You've been promoted, my elite employees. Anyways, that's
that you're right. She is a lot like that.
The person that does that, but now you have been promoted. You are now one of my elite employees.
Jumping is definitely the strat. I can't remember if they did that in the show.
I don't think so. Well, because Sydney, her team said, guys, you're taking too big of steps, guys. Guys, wait a second. We need to slow down. You're right, Sydney. In a race, you need to slow down. If I'm next to Sydney, I'm dragging her dumb ass to the next game. I don't care if it hurts her or if it's
That was going to be one of my questions. Do you need to be on your feet when you're moving forward?
No, drag them.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna lie, I might be like, guys, we're crawling.
Right.
Like, I think it'd be
Crawling
faster.
might be good.
At one point, she looks like at the beginning, she goes, I'm so confident. They are so nervous over there. And she looks like she's about to freak the fuck out.
Yeah, she's so full of shit, dude. She's so full of shit.
She is,
Guys,
she is so terrified.
I'm like, if I'm the guy in the red over with the mullet, I might backhand her.
Yeah. Well, if I'm the dude with the mullet, I'm like, oh, I'm fucked.
Right.
I'm done. This is
like,
over.
You're just like seeing ghosts at that point. You're done.
Yeah.
So the one team, the lady gets the cup pretty quick, which is good. Both teams actually get the cup pretty quick. It's just the second team took a while to get there because they were taking too big of steps.
Yeah, the
everybody
guy takes a little bit
to
get the cup in, though.
Right.
Or to get the ball in the cup.
Yeah, like 5 tries or something. It's not terrible. One thing that happens throughout this episode that would drive me nuts.
Yeah.
As a person. Yeah. Is someone will miss.
Yeah.
Or not do the thing right. And then someone's like, no, it's okay. You got it. Don't freak out. And they're trying to be positive and they're trying to be supportive.
I'd lose it. I wrote that would drive me fucking crazy.
Oh my God. I hate that.
At one point, there's a guy who even goes, yeah, shut up.
Yeah.
While he's in the middle of doing it.
What I was going to say is this first game, these people are so nice to each other despite the fact that, like,
yeah,
they're clearly fucking up. Where I'm like, when I heard that guy be like, hey, shut up, I was like, hell yeah, dude. That's exactly what I would do. Hell yeah.
I think you see a lot in this particular game right off the bat. There's a lot of people who are like, when they're freaking out because they're about to cost these other people the game.
Right.
And I felt so bad every time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like there's oh God, this is after the first game. This is after the first set, but fucking, oh my God, bless this girl's hearts. I felt so fucking bad where she's trying to do the house of cards. And she goes, I should have let you know that I shake a lot.
Yeah. And she's like ruining the cards to the point where like they're not going to be able to stand. And then she like puts her mouth on them for some reason. And she's like, I'm so sorry, you guys. She like gives up right away. And it's just like, what the fuck, dude? Yeah. I felt really bad for her because she was just like, you could tell she got talked into the house of cards and was just completely out of her element. Like,
oh, I felt so fucking bad. Like she's trying to bend them so they'll stand up on their own, and I'm like, oh, sweetie, I think that's gonna get you disqualified. I don't think that counts.
Well, not even that, but like it won't even allow you to do it the right way after that because you ruin the cards.
Yeah. Like, and then I think at the end of it, she goes, guys, this is on me.
Yeah.
Like,
no shit.
Well, like, yeah, well, yeah, but oh, you poor person. Holy shit.
432 gets up to Goji, and Sydney's blowing it for her team. But he gets up there, and he just starts, like, fucking, like a wizard, dude. Just, like, and so you can tell.
I think he was trained by Master Splinter, dude. I think he was trained by Master Splinter.
Like, you can tell that he even says, I practiced this, right? Which I said earlier, like, super smart. To know, like, to be like, hey, they're gonna make us do this in this game, right?
Yeah.
And then he goes, I'm doing this, and he wins the game for his team basically because she does she ever get it? I don't know that she ever gets it. I think she does. No, she does. The end. She does at the end, but she takes way too long.
Yeah.
He even catches them like how you're supposed to, where you keep your palm down.
Yeah.
At the end, because you balance them on your knuckles and then throw them and catch them.
Yeah.
And when she does it, she turns her hand around to catch them, which I feel like is
one
cheating,
of them
but
is
they give
like,
it to her.
One of them is like kind of not even really in her hand. It's like resting on her hand. But yeah.
And then we get the poor House of Cards lady who is dripping sweat.
I just felt so bad this entire time for all of these people. I wish they were meaner because because as soon as they're yes, like even Sydney is like insane in her talking.
No, she
head.
deserves it.
But when she gets in there, man, I don't know. I feel so bad. Like she's fucking freaking out. Like, oh, that's what I was talking about when I was like, I feel bad for how mean I was, because there's multiple times where I'm just talking shit about people and then they lose and they're like, oh, I'm so sorry, guys, and I'm like, oh no.
They keep showing this shot of the woman doing the house of cards where there's a bead of sweat on the tip of her nose. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure they're just reusing the same shot over and over when they show it. But I'm just like, wipe your fucking nose, Jesus Christ.
Well, I feel so bad as well, because when they're going to the finish line at the end, the other team just gives up.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because they know they lost. There's no point.
Yeah. So
you know who Sydney reminds me of while I'm watching her play Goji? What does it made me think of?
Who?
On Schitt's Creek, she's like a Temu version of Alexis from Schitt's Creek.
Oh, okay. Sure, yeah.
Wait, is Alexis the character's name or is that the actress's name?
That's the character's name.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that's who she reminds me of. Like the facial expressions she does, like she watched that show once and was like, "Oh, I'm gonna be this."
So when you were saying like, yeah, you can tell they put more money into it. So the Twins team wins, and then we get like the montage of all the other teams playing.
Mm-hmm.
And when that montage starts, one of the guards does like I'm gonna shoot the pistol in the air, and there's the fucking worst gunshot effect.
Oh, I just saw it. It's so bad. You're right. You might as well not even do it.
Yeah, you like might as I would have cut it if I was them. I couldn't. I was kind of shocked when I saw it, because I was like, that is so bad.
Hey, it's hard to find effects specialists these days, you know?
I gotta say, while I'm rewatching the end of this, major props to 182 for keeping it together after Sydney fucked everything.
Yeah, I probably would have strangled her, to be honest. I probably.
Do you have any highlights from outside of there was the guy who was like, yeah, shut up. Do you have any highlights from this montage besides that?
I like Star Wars guy playing the cup game because he's freaking out. There's lots of really bad catches of the goji or whatever.
Yeah.
Lots of really bad ones. People aren't good at that. Then, yeah, of course, the woman who just fucking mangles the cards.
Oh.
And then the dad hitting the jeggy first try was pretty clean. I feel like they're really lenient on the jeggy. I feel like
I gotta look at
what?
Look at the blonde woman's face on the right.
She's like, what are you doing?
When the one woman is fucking like using her fucking teeth to try to set it in the face. She's like, oh, I'm done. This is it for me.
Yeah, she's like, I'm getting shot in the chest with a blood capsule.
Yeah, I think this is over.
So the dad's team wins, and then he's like, panicking about his daughter, and that's when we get the scene we talked about earlier where she asks, why'd you name her Zoe? And he's like, yeah, we had a kid that died. It's like, oh, this is tough. We also learned that,
I'm pro Kurt, dude.
No, I like Kurt. I like Kurt.
Okay.
I just think that's a very awkward moment for anybody to try and handle.
It's a tough moment.
Yeah. We find out that Zoe's a Denver Broncos cheerleader.
Yep.
And she's extremely driven. But we also find out that they went to the base of Mount Everest together.
Yeah.
Which is a pretty big deal.
Well, and then you find out he's a real estate broker, and you go, oh,
well, he's got money. He's got money,
yeah.
but it doesn't matter how much money you have. That's still a tough thing to do.
No. It's definitely very challenging. But when he's just talking about we like to go and be adventurous and do shit, it's like, yeah, okay.
So then we get, the most diabolical frontman thing that maybe he's ever done. Because they cut him in his chair and he pulls out his remote control. And on the big screen, he puts the final round, which contains Zoe. And this is how the episode ends. But they're he's making the dad watch to see if his daughter wins or not.
So what is production's plan if he doesn't pass his race? What's production's plan if they end up on opposite teams?
Well, so
I guess they must have multiple ideas, right?
It makes me wonder if they did this for every group.
Made them watch.
Yeah, like the first group comes in and then they put the next group on the screen and they just, didn't show that at all, right?
Yeah.
Because no one goes, oh, wow, they're putting this one on the screen, right? They all just kind of gather around like, let's watch. So I think that's probably what's going on. And they make it seem diabolical because the front man grabs his remote and puts it on. I will say, this team Zoe's up against looks like it's full of Chads. Okay.
Yeah.
They got the one little redhead girl on the end, but otherwise all the other dudes are like 6'2" and they're like gorgeous men. You know what I mean? So it's like, Zoe might be in trouble.
There's definitely also some beauty to the dads coming together for Kurt, dude. Yeah. There's like multiple dad-like figures in the room there being like, yeah, I'm rooting for your daughter, man.
Rooting for your daughter, Kurt.
Kurt, she's coming home, brother.
Don't worry. Yeah. We're gonna crack open a beer for your daughter, Kurt.
Yeah. Come on.
Let's put some burgers on, Kurt.
Yeah. Yeah. The
How you like yours? You like a little
are...
pink in the middle?
I know you like a little pink in the middle.
Wait a minute. Okay. I'm still so shook by the lightning bolt tattoo thing. I'm like looking for lightning bolt tattoos everywhere I look, dude. Does Kurt have one?
You're going to be at work tomorrow, and you're going to be like, wait.
I'm going to see somebody with a lightning bolt tattoo. I feel like I'm in the middle of a conspiracy. Like,
you're going to be like, they're watching me.
How do two people that don't know each other both have lightning bolt tattoos in similar spots?
I feel like it's probably not that uncommon of a tattoo.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
There was kind of like, there was this really popular children's franchise that kind of the whole like mascot of it was a lightning bolt.
Sean, I know enough about Harry Plopper. It's on his forehead.
Yeah, but
it's
like,
a
you're not gonna put it. You're not gonna get it tattooed on your forehead, though. That's insane.
Well, you're not a real fan.
You know what? I'm happy that I'm not a real fan, apparently.
Yeah, same. Honestly, I don't like Harry Potter at all. So yeah, that's the episode, Sean.
Yeah.
Next episode's called Catch.
Yes.
The players face a moral quandary about their weakest links. As mealtime approaches, they get a tasty treat. But in this game, there's always a catch.
Dun, dun, dun.
Bum, bum. So, yeah, you had some categories you wanted us to go through, maybe?
Yeah, I thought this would maybe be a fun thing for us to do each episode. So I kind of came up with 3 categories, and, we can mix these at some point if we're not feeling them. But my first category was the best player of the episode. Who performed at their peak in this episode?
I got to, despite the fact that the subterfuge they tried was terrible, I got to give it to 431 because the way he was rolling those little Korean dice around, dude, captured my heart, man. He was the MVP for me.
He does some good shit. I think I'm going to go with 432 Jacob. Because he's the one that does the toss, I think.
Oh, yeah, he nailed the toss. Oh no, he does he does the jeggy.
Oh, you're right, he does the jeggy. I was thinking of somebody who nails the toss at one point on like their first try.
It was the guy on the team that lost on Sydney's team. The guy in Sydney's team nailed the toss. The mullet guy.
Mullet guy. What was his number? Well, I guess he lost, so it doesn't matter. He wasn't the best player.
Yeah, he wasn't the MVP. Yeah, sorry.
Then, I guess I'm going to give it to 431. I might give it to both the twins,
Okay.
431 and 432.
I mean, them choosing to volunteer was a good move for them, right?
Yeah. That ended up playing
because the one guy looks good in everybody's eyes because he led them to victory, and then the other one survived and killed off half everybody else.
Yeah. Who do you think at this point, based on kind of how they're performing and also, just what the show is pitching to us, who do you think is most likely to win at this point?
I will say that I don't think we've met them yet.
You do not think we've met the winner yet? Okay.
I don't think we've met the winner yet, but if I had to choose somebody we met, I'm going to say Jonty. because Team Jonty ain't recruiting anybody. All right, there's no recruits for Team Jonty.
Yeah. Okay.
Jonty could have lost in that game. I have no idea.
I'm I'm Team Mark all the way. I think Mark is bringing this home. Number 100.
If Mark wins, I'm canceling my Netflix subscription.
The next question is, who do you want to win at this point? And my answer is the same. Mark, yeah, dude. Mark.
I will take anybody but Mark.
Okay. All right.
Bring Ida the nurse back in over Mark. That's how I feel about Mark.
The nurse back in. Would you take Sydney over Mark?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh man,
it's close.
We're so back.
Mark, if Mark got a haircut,
you think he should just do the bald thing?
I think he should just do the bald thing, or at least like trim it down so you don't have like random curly fuzzy hairs on your head where there's not hair. Like,
yeah, it's rough. Like it's
the fact that his fiance let him leave like that is a war crime.
Yeah, I don't know. It sounds like he's winning though, because he's like, all I ever wanted was a funny, cute redhead. It's like, it's a pretty good goal.
Tara was pretty disturbed by that because she said it made him seem like it was a fetish. Like he was only like when people are like, oh, I only want to date an Asian girl, and they're like a weird fat white dude. You know what I mean? Like he was fetishizing redheads. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I didn't really think about that. I was more thinking, yeah, my man. As we all remember from last season.
Yeah, well, I think Haley's a little bit out of his league, but call me Haley, please.
Please, God.
Please, Haley, call
please,
me.
God, I'm begging.
But so she thought he was a little fetishy with that and thought that was a little weird. She hated him, by the way. Like, I know you liked him. She hated Mark.
Here's the thing. It's very likely that I end up hating him soon, But
the only thing that will bring me Mark back in my good graces is if he like does a Babu Freak voice.
Can
like if he just hits us with a Babu Freak, then I'm in.
Freak.
So yeah, I want Kurt to win. There we go. There's my answer.
Oh, you want Kurt to win?
Yeah, dude, I want Kurt to win.
I like that.
Rich dads everywhere.
Yeah, that's everything I've got. I do kind of have, you know what? I'm going to save this for next episode.
Oh, no. Tell me.
I have an on this day bit for next episode.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Something that happened in the last 15 minutes.
Wait, did Dick Cheney get revived?
He's back. Okay, I'm gonna really quickly. You can decide whether to keep this or not. Okay. Fabio, good friend of the show, Fabio the Iguana, just tagged me on Twitter. So somebody quote tweeted Kamala Harris making a post saying, I'm saddened to learn of the passing of former Vice President Dick Cheney. And somebody quote tweeted it saying, I am saddened to hear of the passing of former Emperor Sheev Palpatine.
All right. Well, hey, everybody. I'm ready to end this episode, Sean.
I'm also ready to end the episode.
All right. We'll see you. I don't know how we're releasing these, but we'll see you. Bye.
Bye.